has always been modernizing its nuclear weapons in terms of inducting new capabilities, including on the delivery systems. But more recently, reports which are coming out are suggesting that they are expanding their nuclear arsenal. So the warhead numbers are increasing in the case of China, because there was almost a 2 or 3 decade period when we didn't hear about the numbers going up. So they were stable at about 200, 250 warheads. Of course, these are all guesstimates being made by different agencies. China itself has never said what kind of numbers it has, just as India and Pakistan don't disclose their nuclear warhead numbers. But in recent times, some silos have been detected which can carry, as many as 250 more nuclear warheads. We have seen that on one missile, they can now carry multiple warheads. So certainly the numbers are likely to increase. So those kinds of indications are seen that their warhead numbers are rapidly escalating. And from 250, as I said, which was, the figure everyone arrived at for a long period of time, just in the last 3 or 4 years, we've seen that number escalate to 410 and likely to go up to 1,000 by the end of this decade if the US Department of Defense reports are to be believed. Of course, they could also be inflated because they look at their own threat perception, and for their own funding of their nuclear budgets. But you are seeing a trend for increasing numbers in the case of China, which is quite evident. Besides modernizing of their missile capabilities, so hypersonic missiles that they have shown and inducted by now, they are showing autonomous systems for nuclear delivery. So a lot of modernization in that sense is also taking place besides expansion.
And these are targeted at whom? The US primarily?
That's the primary reference point for China, because their main threat is coming from the US. So they are looking at the American BMD, the ballistic missile defense. And if the US says, I will be able to protect myself with my missile defense, then the concern of China is if we have a small arsenal, then how do we establish deterrence? So in order to saturate that missile defense or to defeat that missile defense, they're looking at expanded numbers. So we are seeing this security dilemmas being created by actions of one and the other.